Hello everybody and welcome back to another Q&A. I've got Matt again. It's been a good couple of months since we've done a video together. So if you're new to the channel, I've got a few more subs since then. Be sure to check out his channel. The link will be in the bio below, in the description below. Basically, if you don't follow me already on Instagram, it's _Lou Walker. Link again will be in the bio description. I asked people what questions do you have for me that I could answer in a video. So next time if we do another one and you want to suggest some questions, make sure you follow me on Instagram.
Get involved.
And look out for the next one. This is part 1. Part 2 will be on Matt's channel in a couple of days. So be sure to look out for that and sub and hit the bell so you know exactly when it's out. And without further ado, let's get on to the questions.
Let's get into it.
Right, what's the first one?
Right. So you're going to go there, okay, then you're going to swipe right, like you do on Tinder.
Oh, yeah. Right, so Unified Training has asked me, how do I get such a big penis / bicep pump? And, well, the answer to that is on its way, because I've just started editing the video about my new pre-workout, which contains some nitric oxide, which is how I get such a juicy pump. But naturally, I'm just quite juicy. But if you really want a good pump, high reps, lots of volume, low weight. What would you say?
Exactly that, mate. Making sure you're going into the gym. Make sure you're doing high reps, more sets as well. Not just going in and doing 2 exercises as well. Make sure you're bumping up the exercises to 4 or 5 exercises per muscle group. If you're doing 2 muscle groups, that's a lot of sets. If you want to get juicy and you want to get pumped, you've got to put the work in.
Lambert ZX _, asks me opinions on Rich Piana. Well, this is quite an interesting one because I nearly met him. So he obviously dead. The year before he died,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. We went to Body Power, big expo. We were queuing up to meet him because we thought, there he is. Well, we're not really too fussed about him, but we'll go and see him anyway, might as well. But the queue was taking a little bit of a while, so we thought, you know what, nah, we'll go see. Who did we go and see instead? We went and saw Dallas McCarver, who also died in the same year, incidentally, but we went and saw him instead because there was no queue. But I didn't really want to meet him, and I wasn't too fussed about not meeting him. Obviously, in hindsight, I wish I had, because obviously no one can meet him anymore. But he was obviously addicted to lots of different things. Like, he didn't compete, so there was no need for him to take steroids, but like, he took a hell of a lot of steroids, like a deadly mix, obviously, because he did die from them. And apparently there was like alleged cocaine addiction as well, which is why he fell over and smacked his head or something. I'm not entirely sure, but I know he was a man addicted to lots of things, like tattoos, all sorts of things. So he did struggle with addiction, which is obviously a very sad thing. And I would never want to look like him, but I do think that he had a very interesting personality. I think you probably agree. And he was certainly an interesting case, and he was
Very unique.
Yeah, exactly.
Very unique in the industry.
And he's very fun. Very fun to watch on YouTube. Like.
Yeah, like, my opinion of him is that I would love to. I would love to have met him because, again, he's a very influential person in the fitness game. Yes, what he'd done, not many people agree with. Obviously, doing the steroids and taking it to the next level. But at the end of the day, he was one, very motivational in his videos that I saw. 2, he trained his socks off, and 3, he was very consistent on uploading on YouTube and on Instagram. Made sure he made it like. All of his fans, like when he was at like Body Power, he met every single one of them. He has a lot of time and respect for people. Well, he did. But yeah, he's just one of them guys where it's a mixed opinion of him, because he's a nice guy and stuff like that. But some of the things he done, not everyone agrees with. But at the end of the day, that happens to everyone. Everyone does stuff that not everyone likes.
Yeah, you just got to be yourself and
he
do
was
everything
himself
at your own risk, right?
And one thing I like, he literally like from day one come out, told the truth, didn't hide it. Wasn't a fake natty. Said what he was. I mean, looking at him, you can't really say he's natural. Well, he was natural anyway. So, my opinion is a nice guy. I would like to have met him, but
too late now.
I'm not sure what he's
R.I.P.
doing. R.I.P.
Wesley Afon? I don't know. He asks me.
Sorry for the mixed pronunciation. Man.
Yeah, he says uno suplemento bom para ganhar massa. Obviously,
God, can you give Spanish lessons? Wow!
Obviously, I'm
That's a new service link in the description.
In
Woo!
if you need any translations, hit
Google
me up.
Translate.
So, being able to speak Spanish, I know exactly what that says, and that says what one supplement would you recommend to gain mass?
If you literally went on to my Safari, you'd see that we Google translated
I can
it.
speak Spanish, right?
No, you can't. How you pronounce that? You can't speak Spanish. That's
I
an
just-
offence to Spanish people.
Well,
How you just pronounce that? I'm so sorry for
I
Spanish.
can speak Spanish. Gazpacho.
Anyway, let's
What's
go
that?
on with,
That's soup.
let's get on with the question.
Basically,
Who cares about, why does everyone care about soup? Right,
Well,
get on with the question.
I'm
Come on.
trying to. You keep interrupting me.
You talk about soup.
Gazpacho. The one supplement I would recommend to gain mass would be creatine. I think, in terms of size gains, it's fantastic. I do take creatine. That's one of the 2 supplements I do take. And I'm going to plug another review. So I'm going to be doing the pre-workout review. There's also going to be a creatine review, and I'll explain more about creatine. Which basically how it works is your muscles retain water inside the muscles, so it's not like water weight. You will still be able to stay lean because muscles are made up of water. So inside the muscle fibers they expand because it holds the water, and I think it works the best because obviously with like whey protein you can get that from your food, but creatine is something that you'd have to eat like 20 steaks a day in order to get like the right amount. So for me, I would say creatine.
100%, I fully agree. Couldn't really say it any better. I'd say creatine. There's a few other supplements that you do take. Like, people don't class protein as a supplement because all it is. People think that a protein shake is like steroids. You take it and you're getting it instantly wham. All it is another source of protein instead of like if you're on the go. You can't cook up a chicken breast because you're at work or you're on the tube in the underground or wherever you are and you need a quick access to protein. A protein shake is ideal. It fits in your bag nice and easy. Stuff like that. So I wouldn't say protein shakes are a supplement, but yeah, creatine. I say creatine, multivitamins, because sometimes I don't get all the veggies in. That helps you out with that. And then also you got, what other ones are there? I don't think there's any really ones
BCAAs,
that
pre-workouts and stuff. But in terms of getting juicy, quick, I'd say creatine.
Creatine.
Cool. Owen Hume asks me what's my favourite muscle group to work, and I think we probably answered this before, but who cares?
We have.
We're scraping the barrel here, so we're going to ask it. We're going to answer it again. For me, I'd probably say. So I've been doing push-pull legs, so that's how I've been training. But I've come into like a little bit of each muscle group every day, and to be honest, I need to fall in love with training again. I've sort of stopped liking to train anything, to be honest, but obviously I still do it. But probably back is my favourite thing still to train, just because naturally my back is bigger than everything else in my body, and it feels good to train something so juicy, But arms, the other day I had a sick arm day, so arms were pretty good to train as well. Actually, I probably can guess what you're going to say.
Well, yeah, like, to be fair, since our last video, I have started to like slowly fall in love with doing legs. I've started doing them properly. Even Louis walked in the other day, saw me doing it, so it tells I'm not telling a lie. Like, I'm not saying they're my favourite, but I am starting to like slowly fall in love with legs. So maybe by the next Q&A that we do, legs could be the top of the tree. But at the moment,
trained them by the next
it's still.
Q&A.
See, I'm quite similar with Louis, like, because I've changed up my training a little bit. And, again, I'm not falling out of love with training, but there is certain things that you go in and you kind of dread. So like, I dread going on the bench press at the moment, just because instead of when you're bulking and your weights are going up, your weights are decreasing because you're on a cut and you're in a deficit. That's what I'm on at the moment. If you're interested in learning how to cut and stuff like that, check out my channel again. I am doing a lot of cutting videos. But anyway, yeah, at the minute, I'd probably say my favourite is actually doing arms. A lot of people don't like training arms, but if you follow my Instagram, you'll see like 95% of my posts are either doing bicep curls or tricep pushdowns. So my
Or that one selfie
my Instagram
that gets reposted about 16 times.
Exactly,
It's going to pop up on the screen
because I'm
right
in front
now
of that
for you.
Mustang. But yeah, basically,
That's one of them. There's like 6. All goes in the little sunbed room and the little
my Instagram.
Love a Friday night session.
My Instagram name at the minute is Matty Hall Fitness. I'm tempted to change it to called Matt Hall Does Biceps, because that's probably the most relevant thing to what I actually post. I do post a lot of my stories as well, but yeah, I'd say at the moment it's got to be biceps. I like getting juicy biceps, and especially on the cut when you're getting the veins out. At the moment when I'm training, the veins are starting to pop out, and you just love looking in the mirror and seeing yourself nice and juicy. But yeah, biceps.
Zach6211 also asked, what's your favourite and least favourite muscle group to train? So favourite back, least favourite legs for both of us, and his favourite's arms. And shout out to Lind Fernandez, who just said gato with a cat emoji, and obviously being fluent in Spanish, I know that says cat. Or
Again, Google Translate.
Or maybe she's calling me a I don't know.
That's probably more likely.
Yeah. Well,
Looking at your post, mate. Jesus.
as you saw in the title of the video, this is obviously the main question, and this has been asked to me by pretty much everybody at some point or another.
Then they actually put their glasses on. So
Oh,
what
is
actually
it?
looks like. Jeez.
Everybody asks me, do I take steroids? And I take this personally as a compliment. It just means I'm looking a bit juicy. I'm looking a bit vascular.
Vascularity.
Quick answer is going to come after the long answer, and the long answer starts now. Basically, I feel like if you're an athlete, if you're competing, and you're doing any of that stuff like Serena Williams or, I don't know, Usain Bolt, any of those sort of people, taking steroids, don't have a problem with it. You know, do what you like. It's your health, it's your risk. They're not necessarily dangerous if you take the right things in the right amounts at the right times, and you get checked by a doctor and all that sort of stuff, like the liver, your heart, your blood pressure, that sort of stuff, when you get the blood work done. But obviously I am not competing at the moment. There's no competition in the short-term future. I'm just focusing on getting my degree and all that sort of stuff at the moment. So the short answer is no, I don't take steroids. I just thought I'd keep you watching the video for a minute or so. Yeah, so I don't take steroids. Would I be tempted to? Obviously everybody's tempted to, because it's not like quick results, but it just makes it just turns you from being you know, you might be a great bodybuilder, but it's going to turn you into an excellent bodybuilder, you know what I mean? So obviously it's tempting to everyone in a certain way, but am I going to take them? Probably not. You know, I doubt it. Matt?
Yeah, same. I'm not going to do the long story because that was fucking long. But anyway, I do not take steroids. I have no need to take steroids at the moment. I mean, I know if you look at my Instagram and you probably see all them biceps and not the legs, you could look at my biceps and think, Jesus, he definitely does. But I don't, sadly, guys. Well, some of you might say sadly, because you can't.
I'm so sad Matt doesn't take steroids.
Actually, you might be really happy. You might be really happy about it because you'll look at my physique and probably think, "Wow, I actually can achieve that." Natural. But no, anyway, I don't take them. Do I disagree with them? No, because if you're using it in the right way, and I say this on my Q&A as well, if you do your research on it, if you study it, if you look into it, you don't just rush into it, and you're using it for something reasoning, like a good reason, like you're Usain Bolt, as Louis said, or if you're going for a competition, it is really good to enhance, obviously, what you're going to achieve from your body. But right now, I don't need it. Would I ever do it? Maybe. We'll just see how the future inhales. Is that a word?
It's a word. It's not the right word.
What's the right word for that? Enhance. Oh, I don't know.
The future entails.
Entails. That's the one.
Entails like.
You can tell I failed English at school. But no, we've obviously spoken to each other about entering competitions and stuff like that. So right now we don't need it. If in the future I've thought about doing a bodybuilding competition when I'm older, but right now I wouldn't take it. But if I do decide that, we'll find out. But I won't. Would you be honest about it? When I get to
I think you have a certain responsibility when you have, you know, lots of not even a lot of following, but you have following, and you can see that there are younger people that do follow you, and they might see you doing it and they'll be like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do it too, which obviously can be terrible if they're not ready for it, or, you know, anything sort of like that. And it's the same with anything. It could be drinking, it could be speeding in your car, it could be anything, you know. What? Front of the hand, yeah, you've got to be honest. Back of the hand, you don't want to leave people to do.
I think if you get more people asking you if you are than people, like not people, and they're supportive over it, I think it's worth coming out and saying it. But as long as you explain the risks, like what's going to happen and stuff like that, to put people off doing it. But if you're doing it for an actual reason, then I think it's fine.
But at the end of the day, neither one of us takes them, so it doesn't really matter.
Subscribe to see if we end up doing it.
Yeah, ding that bell just in case.
Just in case we upload We Are On Steroids. But yeah.
I'll tell you what I am on. Shout out to Bronco Stop for helping me stop this cough. That is the only drug you need in life.
Gaviscon.
Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Do not forget to check out Matt's channel. The link will be in the bio. If you like my videos, but you've watched all of mine and you want something a little bit worse, be sure to check out Matt's videos and see how he gets on this cut.
Start up here, better.
He's actually serious on the cut, and I'm starting to believe he might actually lose some weight. So be sure to subscribe and like him. These are our Instagrams that are going to pop up on the screen right now. Be sure to follow them too, and
make sure you get involved in the next Q&A, which will probably happen in the next month. If you guys want to see more of these,
and you want to see us do a vlog or anything,
if you want to just see more videos with me and Louis together, comment down below.
There's talks of a Costco trip.
There is talks of a Costco trip on what we're going to buy. Going to spend like £5,000 at Costco.
Yeah.
So make sure,
Video budget. I normally spend about that on.
So it's going to be worth watching, guys. But yeah, if you want to see more of us together, let us know, because we have done a few. We haven't done one for a while, but let's see how this video does. If we get some more, if this video on Louis' channel gets 50 likes, we'll do another Q&A.
Easy. If this video gets 150
dislike it just
likes,
for that.
If this video gets 150 likes, we'll do another Q&A. All right, peace. I'm not saying peace.
Fucking
This is the end of the video. Oh wait, Matt's stolen my car. Wait, come back. He's taken the car. Well, it looks like I'm walking home.